This is Nightline. Tonight, the man at the center of the twisted double murder plot, known as the au pair affair, learning his fate for killing his wife and another man.
I sentence you to life in the penitentiary for the rest of your natural life without the possibility of parole.
The husband and father enlisting the help of his children's au pair, using sex, lies, and a fetish app. What the victim's family said in court today. Plus, BBL dogs? The haircut for your fur babies going viral.
And getting them more caked up than Kim K.
How much does it cost to give your dogs curves like these?
I like to spend my money on my baby. I treat him like he's my son.
From red light therapy to caviar. How far are owners going for the pampered pups they call family? And is it worth it? And Taylor Swift drops I Knew It, I Knew You. How she reaches back to her roots in more ways than one.
But I knew it, I knew you. I knew it, I knew you.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, the emotional end in a Virginia courtroom to the sordid murder trial dubbed the au pair affair. The husband and father at its center today served justice in front of the victims' families, what he complained about in court.
All right, Mr. Banfield, if you could stand, sir.
Brendan Banfield tried to get away with murder.
You should understand you were found guilty of crimes that 5 short years ago would have carried a sentence of death.
Instead, he's headed to prison.
The sun should never shine on Mr. Banfield's skin as a free man again.
The man at the center of what's been dubbed the au pair affair murders will now spend the rest of his life behind bars.
I'm greatly disappointed in the legal system. I was found guilty of a crime that I did not commit.
The level of cruelty, calculation, and inhumanity in this case reflects something far deeper than anger or impulse. It reflects evil. I sentence you to life in the penitentiary for the rest of your natural life without the possibility of parole.
The sentencing comes more than 3 months after a jury found Banfield guilty for the brutal killings of his wife, Christine Banfield, and another man, Joseph Ryan, inside the couple's Virginia home.
Brendan Banfield did not seek any kind of sympathy or mitigation in the sentencing. Instead, he was relitigating many of the issues of the trial. He was defiant and holding fast to the idea that he was innocent and wrongfully convicted. And just minutes beforehand, hearing from the family of Joseph Ryan talking about how this case, the media, the attorneys, and so many people have mischaracterized Ryan for who he truly was.
Brandon Banfield, his defense team, carelessly characterized Joe as the intruder, the fetish guy into rough sex, the rapist and the murderer. My son was a kind human being who had a full life of meaning. In contrast, Brendan will remain known as an abusive father, the brutal murderer of his dedicated and compassionate, beautiful wife, and a narcissistic killer of an innocent man.
It was a scheme prosecutors say he cooked up with his then lover, the couple's au pair, Juliana Perez Margulies. She eventually took a plea deal for involuntary manslaughter and testified against Banfield. It was a twisted double murder case that shocked the nation back in 2023. A husband saying he walked in on his naked wife being stabbed by a strange man, then shooting him dead in order to save her.
Can you come down with me?
The seemingly stunned au pair walking out of the crime scene.
We're getting the ambulance here now. Okay.
Margulies initially told police that an intruder had come in with a knife and stabbed Christine.
He started stabbing her. I think Brendan shot him, and he asked me help to shot him too because...
It's okay. You don't have to get it all out right now.
I never saw that before. It's a lot of blood.
Okay.
Body camera footage showed Banfield at the hospital shortly after the killings. This is the moment he learned his wife did not survive.
Sir, my name is Gina. I'm one of the doctors here. Your wife has died. So sorry. Were you there at the time?
Yes.
The Banfield's young daughter was also in the house the morning of the killings.
I want to make sure that she's safe.
Yeah, she's safe. Yes, ma'am. She's only 4.
But the murders were all part of an elaborate scam. Prosecutors say Banfield, a former investigator at the IRS, conspired with his then 22-year-old lover, Margulies, to kill his wife so he wouldn't have to go through a costly divorce and custody battle.
Brendan created a FetLife account. If you're not familiar with it, it's a social networking app for people interested in fetishes, sexual kink. He posted as Christine.
Prosecutors told the jury that Banfield posed as his wife on a sexual fetish website to lure a man named Joseph Ryan to their home to fulfill a fake rape fantasy.
Did you ever create any sort of a plan with Juliana?
No, there was no plan.
You told her that you love her, but you didn't actually love her.
I would say that I had feelings for her, but they weren't nearly as strong as feelings for my wife.
While Banfield denied the plot at trial, the jury ultimately believed Margulies when she testified against him, pinning both murders on her former lover.
What did you see Brendan do next?
He got on top of her, and that's when I first saw him stab her with a knife.
The case of Commonwealth of Virginia versus Juliana Perez Magalhaes.
Margulies faced a judge for sentencing back in February.
I understand that I am to blame, and I'm truly sorry for the pain it caused. I hope someday I can be forgiven, as I hope to be able to forgive myself.
Margulies apologized to Ryan's family, breaking down in tears.
I know I will live with this for the rest of my life. God and I only know the shame and guilt and sorrow I carry for all I have caused.
The judge not buying it.
Your actions were deliberate, self-serving, and demonstrated a profound disregard for human life.
She issued Margulies the maximum sentence for manslaughter, 10 years in prison.
So let's get it straight. You do not deserve anything other than incarceration and a life of reflection on what you have done to the victim and this family. May it weigh heavily on your soul.
Typically when it comes to sentencings, you don't hear a lot from judges. You hear the sentence, the justification, the reasoning, how they got to this decision. But here you got a lot more from the judge who sentenced both Juliana and Brendan. Calling Brendan evil, talking about the calculation of Juliana. For Juliana, it's even bigger because the prosecution and the defense agreed to time served. And the judge said no, giving Juliana the maximum for manslaughter, saying that this was the most egregious form of manslaughter she had ever seen and that only a sentence of 10 years made sense.
Margulies has started her 10-year sentence and will be deported back to Brazil after her release. Banfield will not be able to look forward to freedom. His life sentence comes without the possibility of parole, a conviction he is very likely to appeal.
Brendan Banfield has 30 days to formally request an appeal, but I think we all know that's going to happen based on his defiance in that sentencing. But justice in the criminal justice system doesn't bring back a person. So while Brendan Banfield is off to a jail that will eventually send him to a prison, two families, the Ryan and the Banfield family, are missing someone, Joseph and Christine.
My son's legacy is one of selfless love, while Brandon's is one of senseless evil.
And now a look ahead at Monday's show. We're out east at that posh Hampton summer house mansion rocked by scandal, digging into the betrayal shaking it to its foundation.
This is like if Selena Gomez started dating Travis Kelce or if LeBron James started dating Gabrielle Union.
And when we come back, from caviar to red light therapy and the canine beauty trend known as the doggy BBL, the elaborate, extravagant lengths some are willing to go to glam up their fur babies.
And getting them more caked up than Kim K.
Welcome back. You know, there's a new canine trend going viral called the doggy BBL, inspired, of course, by the cosmetic procedure of the rich and famous. It's the latest and perhaps most dramatic of the many ways Americans are treating their fur babies, just as they see them, like members of the family. But is it worth the eye-popping price tag? Here's ABC's Ashan Singh.
We can turn your dog into a giraffe, a zebra, we can make them all pink if you wanted to. My most popular look that people request is definitely the BBL. People see that online and they want butt cheeks for their dog.
San Diego groomer Logan Rago is the self-proclaimed creator of the Doggy BBL. Inspired by the popular curvy Brazilian butt lift.
I'm getting them more caked up than Kim K. Today I'm giving this dog butt cheeks so obnoxious that he could probably use them as a flotation device.
The look is unmissable, and so is the audience.
The amount of views I have is probably almost 1 billion throughout all of my content. The BBL video alone had like 300 million views.
I was actually walking him the other day and someone came up to him and just grabbed it, wanting to know if it was real.
And those cuts start at $225. He's fully booked out. Some people are increasingly willing to spend money on their pets, with more than half of Americans considering them to be as much a part of their family as a human member. And in an era where Americans are also taking better care of themselves, from following the latest beauty trends to investing to the tune of $27 billion into the longevity market. Many are bringing their fur babies along for the ride.
Turn it on.
From red light therapy.
It boosts their blood flow, and it's really good for their arthritis. I mean, look how relaxed they are.
To a vibration plate.
This is a great way of distressing their muscles and to decompress and reduce their muscle tension.
All right, Bear. Let's give you a haircut.
Some pet owners having fun with the latest looks, like the Doggy BBL.
It's a lot of scissor work. He's a Pomeranian, so we scissor basically everything on him. And so I'm taking off a lot of this hair and I'm starting to blend it out and give him some shape. It's gotta be nice and round. He's gonna make all the girls jealous. It definitely takes some skill to get those perfect cheeks.
Perfection can take up to 4 hours.
Get you in your bouncy booty. My typical BBL client, I feel like they have humor and they just want the best for their dogs. They pamper their dog like it's their own baby, and I love that.
Including Bear's owner, Jordan.
Thank you.
A transformation that leaves both client and owner grinning.
I've done the BBL before several times for Bear, and we think it's so funny. It always gets laughs. I like to spend my money on my baby, so that's what I'm gonna keep doing.
Come on, let's go. Breakfast. You must be hungry. Half of the fridge is for the children. I have sweet potatoes, I have their eggs, their carrots, broccoli, and blueberry. I have caviar for them for special days, and I have salmon roe.
Meet Sam Chow's children. Patriot, Petunia, Paddington, and Patsy.
Who is this? Who do we have here?
This is Petunia. She is 9 years old and she's a Norwich Terrier.
We all love our pets, right? But it's a step to call them your children, right? It's a big title.
Pets, or my children, they gave you what I call an emotional anchor. They anchor your life in a way sometimes humans may not be doing a good job. So we have quarter portion of the kibble.
For Sam's family.
You done? Yeah, pretty done.
Breakfast isn't just a meal.
Turmeric powder for anti-inflammation.
It's a daily investment in longevity.
Broccoli florets, also good for antioxidants, and they are good fiber support. The blueberries, Manuka honey for dogs. That's yours, Patriot. Sometimes I feel like I am Martha Stewart preparing their meals.
A New York-based beauty and wellness trend strategist. He says this isn't indulgence, it's preventative care.
And the yum yum. And then we do a little bit of oil. Ready, Betsy? Pretty, pretty girl. I spend a lot of time doing all the research I need to do for their longevity, for their routine, and for their, I would hate, beauty regimen. Pretty! Okay, you can go. Next! As much as I would do for myself.
When did you get interested in this idea of pet wellness?
I lost my husband from stage 4 lung cancer. It just changes your view on how you look at connection and care. And having my pets, they are able to give me a different kind of purpose in life. And everyone's talking about self-care. We love doing self-care. But a lot of self-care is very inward. My definition of self-care and what my pets do for me is very outward. Because when you care for someone else, it's a privilege rather than a burden. When I leave home, I would turn on a frequency-based music for them. It's great because it masks any noise from elevator to people walking in the hallway for them, and it's a great way of curbing their anxiety.
How much of these wellness routines are kind of backed in research, or you choose just kind of based on vibes?
They're all based in research.
Hi, handsome. Oh, okay.
And part of a plan that he says he reviews with multiple veterinary teams.
I have an appointment coming up with a company that helps me to analyze the hair of the puppies so that I can understand what possible health situation they may face when they get older.
And then there's the next frontier, trying to predict problems before they appear.
Hello, Dr. Chaudhry, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great, Sam.
One company, Everfur, says it can estimate a dog's metabolic age.
We actually look out for some of the breed-specific and biomarker-specific diseases and proactively try to address them.
Between lunch, the wellness routine, the longevity veterinarian, about how much are you spending on each one of your pups?
We would not go there. How I describe my spending is, I'd rather have all this small little investment versus putting a large vet bill in the future. If you're not going for your dentist checkup, don't complain for a root canal treatment in the future.
Of course, no amount of planning can guarantee more time.
Health is unpredictable, right? Yeah. Like some things may not go according to plan. How do you sort of reckon with that mentally?
I think it's a simple line, you rather do something rather than questioning about it.
What could I have done?
Exactly. Everything starts with you. So for me, it's how you live your life, how you treat other people, and how you choose to feed your dogs.
Our thanks to Ashin. When we come back, Taylor's track for Toy Story 5, I Knew It, I Knew You, tipping her cowgirl hat to her country roots.
But I knew it, I knew you.
And finally tonight, Taylor Swift drops that brand new single. It's tonight's Nightline. I Knew It, I Knew You, the superstar's addition to the soundtrack of Disney's Toy Story 5. Swift all in on the country of it all, Insta-posting a video of herself as a kid dressed up as a cowgirl.
But I knew it, I knew you. I knew it, I knew you.
A nod to Toy Story's cowgirl Jessie, the song's inspiration.
I want to talk to you, device.
Not touching, Jessica.
Oh, no. She used the J word.
Swift posted, writing this song felt like a musical departure and coming home at the same time. A musical oxymoron. That's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here Monday. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America. Have a great weekend.